This is the story of how I learned to love myself again. Honestly, I had planned on filming this video a lot later in the year. But, I definitely would say I made progress on learning to love myself because I've learned to not just care about the possibilities of other people's wants and needs, not being overly considerate about, oh, well, someone might not like this or they might not enjoy this, so I'm just not going to do it. And so with learning to love myself again, a lot of it comes in waves. Just learning to be okay with, I'm not going to be okay every single day. Learning to vocalize when I need my space. And learning to be okay with not fully loving myself every day. I feel like whenever you think about loving yourself, it's like this idealistic perfection idea of like, oh, like you go to the gym every day, you eat great foods that makes you feel great, and like you look appearance. It's all about appearance. Like you look great, that's all that matters. But I don't know, to me it's just about enjoying the little things. I know that's kind of cliche and maybe even a bit cheesy, but to me it's like just taking myself on little dates. That's something that I've been missing out on a lot lately, has been just taking myself out on dates. Just me. Nobody else. No partners, no friends, no anything. Nobody, just me. Planning on a date with myself. It's the easiest kind of date you can do when it's just like, oh, you take yourself on a date. When are you free? And it's only you that you have to worry about. When are you free? When do you want to do it? The only thing is that you don't have the accountability of having another person. So sometimes you can just kind of be like, I'll just stay in bed and watch a movie. Which, hey, that can be a date too. But what were we talking about? Learning to love yourself, right. I didn't put down any notes for that because you can't do notes on how to love yourself. Ever since, I don't even know, like 4 years ago when, I moved and had all this kind of crazy stuff happen, like learning to love myself kind of got put on the back burner. But one definite thing that I've always said is like putting my mental health first, because if you don't have your mental health in check, or at least somewhat in check, then you're just not going to be okay. Like, accept the fact that maybe therapy might be a good option for you, or talking to somebody, seeking some kind of assistance with just getting back on track in your life. It's okay to always admit that, like, oh yeah, you aren't on track, you're not feeling okay, and like, it's okay to admit that. The biggest thing is that you just don't let that affect the other people around you in your life that matters, It's just one of those things that you care about so much, and then you kind of just let it slip loose, or you don't care about it at all. Like, you learn to not really care about what other people think in that way. And whatever you want to do for you just kind of matters, I guess. What matters to you is that you just focus on what you need or what you want to do. Learning what you love, learning what you don't like, and accepting that stuff you don't like about yourself is okay. Like, something I learned, and maybe this is a little TMI, I don't really like my body hair. Is that weird? It's not weird, because it's normal. Like, you don't have to love everything about yourself. Forget this idea that you have to romanticize and love the heck out of every little thing in life. No, that's not going to happen. Because you know what? There are things that I do not like. I don't like cigarettes. I don't like children. Okay, that one's kind of on the fence, but currently don't like children. I don't like clingy people. There's a good and bad way to be clingy, but yeah, clingy people. Don't like people. I mean, that could also just be one. Don't like people. There's just things that you don't like, or things that you don't like about yourself. Like, just things. I had the biggest insecurity about my arms when I was younger, or I hated my nose. Like, just little things, just things that okay, I don't like that. But that doesn't mean that you have to constantly be thinking about what you don't like, but instead, you can be thinking about the things that you do like about yourself. Like, one thing I've always liked is Ironically enough, I call them my daddy long legs fingers. They're very long. I have very long, not big hands, but just like long fingers, which make my hands look bigger than they actually are. I'm also loving my ability to grow facial hair very quickly. Thank you, testosterone levels. Because, that has led me to trying out a bunch of different facial hair types. And, I kind of nailed this one. The goatee is a very iconic and very simple look. That also lets me take care of my skincare that goes on my cheeks, because my cheeks get very red, and I very easily get acne and pimples, and all that lovely jubbly stuff. But I learned to love things about myself like that. I love my eyebrows. They're very thick. They remind me of Red from Angry Birds, especially in the movies. What are other things that I like about myself? It's a genuine question, by the way. I like my style. My style is very maximalist. Something that I also came to terms with recently was that I'm a maximalist with minimalist energy. I love my bright colors. I love my disco pop funk vibe, but also at the end of the day, there's a part of me that loves the simple things. The simple whites, blacks, and grays, the monotone colors, the straight lines, all that good stuff. There's a part of me that loves that too. But 99% of me is a maximalist that loves colors. If you couldn't tell by this shirt right here, yeah, that's also a big indicator of that. Because I love this. I haven't worn this out much, but I love it. And those are just a couple of things that I like about myself. Comment down below something that you like about yourself. This can be anything. This can literally even be like, I love my eyes. I think my eyes are a nice color. I like and this doesn't have to be something physical. This can be personality-wise, something you've done. Like, I loved what I did yesterday for da-da-da, or I love that I did da-da-da. Like, you don't have to do anything physical. Whatever works for you. But that, my friends, is the story of how I learned to love myself again. After kind of falling down a little hole of not wanting to love myself, not thinking that I deserved love, I learned to not really focus on what I couldn't control, but learning to accept what I couldn't control and just learning to go from there, taking it one day at a time. Because self-love is not something that you're going to be able to just suddenly master. It's going to take you time. And I believe in you, and I believe in your journey to overcome self-doubt and learning to love yourself again. And that's about all from me. I hope you enjoyed today. Hope you do something self-love related. Wink, wink. And I shall catch you in the next one. If you want to check out another video by yours truly, you can click right up here, or you can click the card right up here. See you in the next one.